Welcome to this brief presentation on climate risk assessment mapping and analysis for banks. Climate risk regulations are the talk among the bank regulatory community and are coming very soon. Virtually every bank regulator has publicly pronounced that climate risk regulations are under development and will be introduced in the next year or so. In fact, the American Banker recently published an article about how climate risk is already creeping into regulatory policy. So the regulators consider climate risk as real and a growing danger for financial institutions. This gives you the opportunity to get out ahead of the regulators, become an industry leader, and potentially influence the shape and content of climate risk regulations for banks. GeoDataVision has developed a groundbreaking climate risk mapping module that is based on 1, extensive FEMA natural hazard risk data, 2, maps and measures 18 different community climate risk hazards, 3, identifies community climate risk vulnerabilities, 4, computes a composite climate risk rating based on a bank's exposure to 18 natural environmental hazards, and 5, appends all climate risk exposure to every geocoded bank record, thereby allowing the maximum granular analysis. The GeoDataVision Climate Risk Analysis module allows a bank to identify up to 18 different natural environmental hazards, quantify the risk associated with each natural hazard, and 3, rate the level of risk for each natural hazard. The GDV Climate Risk Mapping module appends to every geocoded record the risk rating for up to 18 natural environmental hazards. This allows for more refined analysis at the most granular level. The GeoDataVision Climate Risk Mapping module includes multiple maps depicting the geographic dispersion of your climate risk. Now you can visualize your climate risk exposure to flooding, hurricanes, earthquakes, and a dozen other natural hazards. The map images create a visual of your climate risk exposure to complement the tabular data, allowing you a greater comprehension of the magnitude of your climate risk exposure and its exact location. We invite you to become one of the first banks to analyze your climate risk exposure, establish yourself as a leader in the banking industry, and truly impress regulators. For more information, call or email Josh Suzio for a demonstration of the GeoDataVision Climate Risk Mapping module. You can reach Josh at 203-907-7497 or email Josh at josh@geodatavision.com. We look forward to hearing from you and working with you to help you become an industry leader in this growing topic of importance.